Good day. I'm going to present our research entitled MID Multiplication Intervention Device Strengthen the Multiplication Skills of Grade 8 Students at Mataasnakahoy National High School. I'm your researcher, Sir Julius John L. Palakpak, Teacher 3 of Mataasnakahoy National High School, and with my co-researcher, Ma'am Annabel E. De Rojas, Principal 4 of Mataasnakahoy National High School. For the context and rationale, we know that mathematics education has a cultural history, a diverse present, and a cultural future. How can we represent it to ourselves? This was the leading question of the three opening sessions dealing with historical, actual, and future perspectives. Although mathematics constituted one of the basic branches of instruction since the earliest times of institutionalized instruction in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, mathematics was assigned a marginal role in medieval and pre-modern schooling. And even in the modern times, when mathematics in the early 19th century attained the position of a major subject in the systems of public education of most of the developed countries, this discipline, in the eyes of the greater public, retained the character of something accessible only to specially gifted people, or of a craft restricted to vocational purposes. We are still far from understanding the involved complex system of relations and its concrete impact on the position of mathematics in society and particularly in school. While UNESCO promotes mathematics education globally, and especially in developing countries, through international cooperation and partnerships with specialized organizations and unions, among these, the International Mathematics Union and its Commission for Education. Hence, the organization supports activities that address the lack of interest by students in mathematics and also those that aim at sensitizing teachers on both their knowledge of new developments in mathematics as well as its significance to society. So, in the following World Mathematical Year in 2000, UNESCO and the Center Sciences of Orleans developed the hands-on educative mathematics exhibition, or experiencing mathematics for both young and more experienced academics. They also support the public appreciation of the importance of mathematics, from basic economic activities to the operation of train station airports, as well as to demonstrate that mathematics can be fun and interesting. In the context of mathematics education, McLean Olsen stresses the importance of student experiences of mathematical activity, wherein this activity focuses on the procedures or operations. He argues that these experiences are particularly important for students who lack experience of mathematical activity outside the school. He also emphasizes the extent that the needs and goals of school students are influenced by their past cultural experience and the present social context of school tasks. The role of education for all children is to provide the experiences needed to learn skills that will lead to personal independence and social responsibility. While the educational interventions provide students with the support needed to acquire the skills being taught by the educational systems and should address functional skills, academic, cognitive, behavioral, and social skills that directly affect the child's ability to access an education. For the research question, this study aims to strengthen the multiplication skills of graded students using multiplication intervention device in Mataasnakahoy National High School through a proposed action plan. Specifically, it sought to answer the following questions. Number 1, what are the attitudes of students which affect the students' multiplication skills? What strategies do they find useful in understanding multiplication skills? And what is the proposed action plan to strengthen the multiplication skills of struggling students? For the design, the researchers used descriptive correlation, For the sampling, they choose 30 students using stratified random sampling technique. Researcher-made survey questionnaire has been used, and there are two parts. For the process, they use the graded students of Mataasnakahoy National High School in the school year 2021 to 2022. Students are asked to answer the printed survey questionnaire. The least 6 results among the results on the strategies useful in understanding multiplication skills had been chosen that become the basis of the action plan. For the statistical treatment, composite weighted mean, and then for the discussion, we can see that on the attitude of the students affecting their multiplication skills, they say that it is not difficult at all. They say mastering it is easy. They also say that it is pleasant. So for the top weighted mean, it can be used in the future. We say it can be discoverable, and they can use it in other subjects. For the table number 2.1, that is distribution of respondents according to the strategies useful in understanding multiplication skills through overall skills. So we can see that the skills that are enough on the level of instruction has a greater number of weighted mean rather than small group instruction of needed skills. In here, we can see that on remembering facts, they learned, or the strategies they learned is use breakdown as a technique for practice. They also said that facts should be into sets of fact families, and they also said that use manipulative objects in order to remember facts. And then for the table 2.3, we have here the important details. As we can see, they are all the same. We have the same number of value, which is 3.5, wherein they strongly agree on this 5 set of part in this table. In here, for the reading text, they highlight keywords in problems rather than they align material with students' reading level. So, in answering problem, they highlight the important keywords in problems. And for the sequencing steps, they use acronyms to remember steps. And then they consistently review of steps. They also often use color coding of steps. Here in the 2.6 visualizing concepts, we have here they provide visual examples. So most of our students are visual learners. And for here, on solving problems, they often use calculator, and they use concrete examples in solving problems. And for the other strategies, they are good in small group instruction, and they are good also in individual assistance from teacher. And for the proposed action plan, the researchers focus on the list or 6 list answers on the strategies that help the students in multiplication, on their multiplication journey. Here we have the objectives: provide skills that are enough on the level of instruction, use diagram for organization, highlight keywords in problems. So in order to strengthen the multiplication skills, the proposed activities will be the differentiated activity using reflective approach, creating graphic organizer using collaborative approach, and using group dynamics through interactive meta cards using collaborative approach. And then, fourth objective, use acronyms to remember steps. Provide visual examples. Use calculator and use concrete examples, and small group instruction and individual assistance from teacher. So for the activities, forming acoustics, poster making using integrative approach, calculator contest, uh, small group instruction using collaborative approach. So this action plan has been made by the researcher in order for this school year we can implement this on our intervention classes of students who are having problems in multiplication. So for the dissemination, to strengthen the multiplication skills of students using multiplication intervention device through the strategies which reflects on the strategies that positively affects students. The findings will be disseminated on all grade levels. So in this school year, this action plan has been disseminated so that the teachers can also use the techniques that will be helpful for the students on this coming school year, on those students who cannot multiply any number or have problem multiplying numbers. And then for our references, thank you very much and God bless.